This is Ashley here. Today I'm going to be doing a really personal story about my struggle with self-image and my struggle with anorexia a few years back. I hope this helps any of y'all out there that are dealing with anorexia. It's still a daily battle for me. Of course, I don't throw up or anything anymore, but it's just I always look at myself and always ask, am I good enough? So, let's go ahead and get into this story. Well, I was always contemplating eating my entire life. Ever since I was 6 years old. Well, I was raped at the age of 6 years old. And that made me question my body and how I looked. You know, at the age of 8, I started really caring about what I ate, what I did. It made me kind of antisocial because it made me, just want to focus on my body, and what I ate, calories, intake, all of that stuff. Well, as a young child, I was always very chubby, I really didn't care what I ate. I loved food. Well, like I said, around the age of 8, I started noticing, hey, because I started exercising at the age of 8, and I was like, hey, I'm starting to notice I'm losing weight, and so I started eating more healthier. I eat a lot of salads. My mom and dad, of course, they fed me what they fed me. I ate that, but I ate in moderation. I wouldn't ask for seconds like I usually would. About 6 months down, I lost about 30 pounds. I kept that weight all the way up till I was about 13. The age of 13, my anorexia started kicking in. I was in sports, I had a lot of friends. I was one of the popular kids. The anorexia began to kick in at the age of 12. Or 13, was it? 13. First time I actually really got into that. I started thinking of it myself, hey, if I can eat whatever the hell I want to eat, if I throw it up, it won't affect my body, So I took advantage of that. I remember going to a sleepover to one of my friends' houses, and we binged ate. I'm kidding, one whole large pizza, a bunch of brownies, ramen, shakes, a bunch of sodas. I went in that bathroom, me and her both, I'm not going to mention her name, and we threw up everything. After that, we did a high intense workout, and we worked out, for 3 hours straight, even though we threw up everything. Let me see. After that, after me and her did that, we started doing it together. It's like a challenge. Who could lose the most weight and who could, look the skinniest, the fastest. Of course, I've always been fit and trim. There was nothing wrong with my body. I just wanted to be very, very thin. So I started participating and throwing up everything that I ate. It just saddens me so much that I did this to myself because there's nothing wrong with me. I've been told that there's nothing wrong with me now, but I struggle with it every day. It's always going to be there once you start it. It will always be there. But anyhow, I got so bad at the age of 15. I was all the way down to 102. At that point in my life, I shut out all of my friends. I wouldn't go to any social events. I noticed that, my physique was slowing down. I couldn't perform like I should have in sports and powerlifting. I got hospitalized Um, and after that, I started eating healthy, maintaining a healthy weight, balancing out my food and carbs and all of that. Of course, I still calorie counted, but I ate all healthy food and I exercised 4 times a day. To this day, I still eat healthy. I mean, I still splurge every once in a while because it's okay to splurge every once in a while, but now I exercise 3 times a day. But, once you suffer from anorexia and bulimia, it will always be there. You always look at yourself in the mirror, and it's like a mental thing. You always ask yourself, how can I challenge myself to be better? How can I make my body better? I struggle with it daily. As y'all know, I've had 2 kids. I have a 2, almost 3-year-old, and I have a 4-month-old child. They're both boys, and your body goes through changes. I'm working on getting my body back, which is hard, but it will be there. I just feel like I'm not good enough and I'm ugly, but you know what? I'm getting my body back. My husband says that I'm beautiful and sexy. Other people tell me that I'm beautiful for having 2 kids, but you know what? Ever since having anorexia and bulimia, it's hard for me to, see a good image of myself without crying, because I want to be perfect. I want my body to be perfect. I aim for perfection. And that is the most hardest thing to deal with as a person. It's not only women that suffer with it, it's men, it's all ages. I'm getting emotional. And it will always stick. Till the day you die, you'll always deal with it. But I'm controlling it pretty well. I mean, I exercise 3 times a day. I eat very healthy, but of course I treat myself every once in a while to bad food. But hey, who doesn't want to eat a cake? Who doesn't want to eat fried food? Who doesn't want to eat fried fish? I mean, it's normal. But I have never looked at food the same. It's always a battle with me. Should I eat this? How many calories? I still calorie count to this day. I will admit that. So, yeah, this is my story with the battle of anorexia and bulimia. Hope y'all liked it.